Good evening. There's 3 people online here, trying out some more streaming settings and everything, and figured I'd give this machine a whirl again. Kind of implemented a few different things with the streaming setup and everything to capture a little cleaner, hopefully. So I figured, why not give it a try? So I figured I'm going to play a game I haven't touched in a long time, which is the game Outcast. It was game came out quite a few years ago, and it's one of those that was right before or kind of when the 3D generation or the 3D revolution was starting. They decided to keep with a voxel-based game, so it actually has 3D without acceleration. I don't think that panned out. It's really the only game I'm aware of at that time that came out like that. So we're gonna take a look again. I haven't played it since years ago. So features the protagonist Cutter Slade. It's the most generic action hero game, a name I've ever seen in a dumped into an alien planet. Unfortunately, it doesn't play the intro play. It just drops you into this alien world.
Ulukai? Ulukai! Zonanikar! Zonguarta!
If I remember the backstory right.
I just want to keep it down. My head is splitting.
Ulukai, are you unhurt?
I think so, Dog. Except my hearing's a bit out of whack.
There you go.
I do not
If I remember the
Ulukai.
backstory here,
Ulukai.
they find like a portal,
What's that, some egghead word
and
for-
then they send in a drone.
Holy shit!
There's some
What
cussing, I
is
guess.
egghead?
They send in a drone
Who are you?
and
Where are the
find that
others?
there's a livable world on the
I
other
am
side.
Zotri,
So of
leader
course
of the Dollar
they gotta
Guardians.
export.
What others do you
It's
talk
gonna
of?
destroy
Others
planet Earth or whatever.
like
So
me.
We found you
they send in
alone,
a team of
Ulukai.
scientists.
No others were
You
there.
can see the voxel,
Brilliant.
hard to play
Now
there.
what?
The
Now,
they send a
now
team
we
of
will
scientists,
help
and
you
then the
retrieve your
military guy
5
Cutter
mons
Slade,
and defeat
ex-Navy SEAL, I
Feyran
think,
and
or
his
something like
soldier
that.
leader
But,
Coax.
you solve
Then
problems by shooting
all
things,
of
obviously,
Adelpha will
but
be free.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow down there, Chief. I hate to burst your bubble,
they think
but I've
you're
already
their
got a
savior,
world to
Ulukai.
save.
Yes, Ulukai, and that is Adelpha.
Why do you keep calling me Ulukai? The name is Cutter Slade.
Hundreds
Yeah,
of moons
Cutter
ago,
Slade.
the Prophet Khazar spoke of a higher being, the Ulukai, who would arrive at this time to save Adelpha from destruction at the hands of Feyran. To do this, you will need the 5 Mons, sacred
You gotta
objects
find the 5
that have been
MacGuffins.
hidden around the regions of Adelpha,
Obviously.
awaiting
It's always got the
your
MacGuffins.
arrival.
Sounds like you have some real problems. Zotgrim, was it? But right now, I gotta find the 3 other people on my team and a busted probe.
I think if I remember
my
right, they
first
put a
priority.
nuke on the probe, and that's why they have to find it.
I'll see what I can do about helping you, okay?
If you search for friends and busted probe, have you a way of finding them?
Now that you mention it, no, I don't.
Then I propose a deal with you, Ulukai. I will tell the other Dolotai Guardians
There's a
to
lot of
go
knowledge
out
dumped in the
into their
beginning, so it's got a really
regions
cool world
and search
building.
for
The
what
world
you
is really
seek.
kind of
When they
fleshed out,
discover
actually. You can
anything,
run around a lot.
they will get word to me.
They kind of open up
Then
the world
I
to...
to you.
In the beginning, it's a kind of
How many
tutorial.
men do you have?
Then they open it up and let you kind of run around
Once
wherever you
we
want.
numbered in the thousands.
So it's
now
pretty...
we are but a
pretty open
hundred,
game,
and
actually.
getting
Once you get to the
smaller
major
with
open
each
world, you can
moon.
just
So
run
if I help
whichever
you get
order you
these
want or
mons,
tackle the
you'll
areas
use your
every
100
way
eyes
you
and
want.
ears to look around this world for me?
Yes,
Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice here. How will you know where I am?
we will know, Ulukai. Many
yeah, they
Talon
kind
will
of
not
put
believe in you
magical
until they
alien
hear
names on a lot of
stories
the
of
stuff,
your
including
good deeds.
and then the game
All will
Saab.
watch your
It's like the
every
save
move.
thing.
Fair enough. Now the probe is
Yeah,
a
the game
big
Saab.
shiny
The game
metal
can be saved at all
object, and
times
I
by using
need
the
to
game
find it
Saab.
first.
Pretty,
Is this what you
pretty
seek?
sneaky there.
A backpack? Where'd you get that?
It was found where you arrived, Ulukai, as were many sacred objects of the Yods.
No, the probe is much bigger
More
than
knowledge
that.
dump.
You said the rest of the equipment is there?
No, Ulukai. When sacred objects were discovered, many Talon take them for themselves, to have a little part of the
There's
Yods,
a lot of
and to
knowledge
feel
dump here,
hope
but there's some
that
backstory and everything,
moon
so...
they would help.
Mostly trying to
most
set you
Talon
up with... There's a
will
lot of
not
stuff
want
scattered
to give
around.
up
Look
their
around. Of course,
sacred
there's
objects.
guns and...
This mission will be a snap, Commander. It's just a simple repair operation. What could go wrong? Well, let's count. I lost my crew, can't find the probe.
It's a little
My
90s.
equipment is being used by the natives as rosary beads, and I have one backpack with my HK-P-12 and 30 rounds of ammo. I believe that places this mission somewhere just south of Fubar.
I did not understand all what you said, Ulukai, but if you are looking for more items, I would like to give you this.
What is it?
This Gamsav
Sorry,
is
Gamsav.
believed to save a Talon's essence when it is held and squeezed in one's hand. When you do this, a strange glow builds inside the Gamsav, and after a few moments,
He's virtual
it lets
T-posing,
out
just
a
kinda got like
bright
this.
light.
I am standing
This
here
is
because my
believed
character
to
model doesn't
imprint
have an
your
animation
essence
when I'm in the
on the
waiting pose.
Gamsav, but you cannot move while the light is growing.
Skip it, Chief. This is too much. Look, I think I need to clear my head. Got a place I can stretch my legs
Tutorial.
Of
Because yeah, I don't
course,
remember how to
Ulukai.
play this game. I
Our
did
camp is
remap the
open
keys. They
to
use
you.
actually arrow
You
keys
should
by
find
default,
my
and
son
they're so
Jan.
ingrained in
He
the
can help
WASD
you.
now. There's no way you
Once
can
he
swap
has
that
done
out.
so,
So
return to me, and I will open the Daoka, so you may leave.
I remember it was a big hoopla too. I think the Moscow Symphony Orchestra made the music of the game, so it's very epic music. And yeah, the cool thing with this one was that they used this software rendering for all this stuff. So voxels are like, if I remember right, I'm gonna butcher it now, but they're kind of like three-dimensional pixels or polygons, three-dimensional pixels or whatever, versus like polygons that you use to fill in an object or whatever. So yeah, they are all done in software. This game, I think maybe come up with a 3DFX patch later, but this is like in the height of 3DFX craziness. But they decided to go a different route then to use voxels instead. I don't necessarily know that it panned out, because I mean, I don't think this engine was using anything else. Maybe someone can correct me if they use this engine for anything else besides this game, but it was pretty impressive for the time, being all in software. Now, this would have been your 500-600 megahertz game, maybe, or machine. And I'm running this on 933, obviously, so it's a little faster. So he runs a little weird. A little Prince of Persia movement here. Fisticuffs. A lot of the game is about like exploring and looking around. Yeah, you got the HUD and everything that gives you a lot of stats and points out things in the world. Yeah, the music is just really nice and epic, so that's pretty cool. Can we heard here? Alright. So I gotta remember now to play this game. So there's the gun. Zero puts the gun away. Picking up crafting materials and all kinds of stuff. It's a pretty deep game, actually. Press home end to zoom in. Wow. It's pretty steps there. It's just a lot of collecting stuff. And you can talk to people and... Greet.
Are you Jan?
Camera angle. There we go.
Ulukai. I'm glad that you were feeling better.
Apparently the dialogue only advances when I click
Thanks.
here.
Your father said you could help me
Little
get
Mass
the
Effect
kinks
vibes
out.
here. Besides the whole graphics part, then.
The what?
Forget it. I need to get some exercise. Can you help me out?
I can
There
do
are
that,
so
Ulukai.
many fun
There are
ways they
4
managed
tests we
to
do here to train
force
as
you
a
through a
guardian.
tutorial
I
stage
can
throughout
guide
the
you through
years.
them
You know, I
if
guess the
would
most
like.
famous one would be like, Half-Life, where they give you the hazmat suit and go through the hazmat training. But there's just so many contrived reasons for playing through some sort of tutorial, which is, I mean, it's a good to get an idea how to actually play the game, but it's
Then
pretty
you can
forced
choose
sometimes.
from our tests of jumping, swimming, targeting, or sneaking.
Ooh. We'll do the jump test first.
Let's try this jumping test.
And jump straight up.
Follow me, Ulukai. I will take you to the place where we test the skills of jumping.
I will Take you to the place where we test the skills of jumping. This run is just something else, but it looked impressive for what it is. Again, it's like it can't really hold up to a lot of the fully accelerated titles at the time, but okay, here's the jumping test then. We'll go jump. Very smooth animation.
See if this headset transmitter works. Slade to group.
Oh,
Slade
there,
to
so
group.
yeah, the
Is anyone
reason that you
reading
want to
me?
go through all this besides learning to play, obviously, is to pick up the
Damn
equipment
it,
you
people,
need. So.
turn on your receivers.
Be careful coming down, Urukai.
The tip. Oh. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's okay. Let's do the swimming test now.
That was cold.
Alright, we'll do the swimming test here by ourselves. Foreign material detected. It's pretty intuitive controls. A little tricky, but getting there. I can't remember if there was a lot of crafting in this game or not. Metal detected. So much stuff to collect. I can talk to that guy about the swimming test, I guess. This is the running as well. That's the walking. Oh, he disappeared. Where did you go, dude?
Dolotai?
Oh, goodness, you can ask.
Pardon me, buddy. So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished Jan's tests, Uruk?
No, not yet.
I have not.
I believe you will find his help most rewarding, Urukai.
So, where did Jan go? He just kind of ran off after I so graciously fell down from that little cliff there. Well... like little markers back in the day. That wasn't him. This guy? Nope. Metal detected. The it's a little funny now. I played No Man's Sky recently, and the little computer voice there sounds a lot like the voice in No Man's Sky, or the computer from that game, actually. Struck me as interesting. Quite a lot. Where did you go, Jan? I'm gonna complete your trials so I can learn how to play this game. There we go. Alright, let's do the targeting test.
Come here a second, would you? What about this
Stop
targeting
running off.
test?
We have some pots set up to test the shooting skills of the new Guardians. Even though my father unwisely follows the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we still need to learn how to aim our defensive weapons. I shall show this to you.
Okay. Show me what to shoot.
What's the deal here?
What's the deal here?
Here you must break these pots. You may find items inside. Try and break them all.
Say,
Oops.
can you...
He is a great leader, and if things were different in Adelpha, he would be the leader of all the Dolotai Guardians. As it is this moon, we must hide or face the reverting flames
Wow.
of
He feels like pretty
Pharaoh.
passionately about this, I guess.
He gets people to join him by burning them?
Yes, Ulukai.
And I spent a lot of time building this
Strange
world again. It's
recruitment
very
plan.
fleshed out and
How's your
everything.
father
And
fighting
it's
back?
kind of sad that it just never went anywhere besides this game, I guess. But I mean, it's like a
We never fight,
one-hit
although
wonder kind
most
of
of us
thing.
would like to. I am beginning to think that my
See, I
father's
can't remember
essence
who
is
actually
going
developed
weak.
the game. I
I
know it was
want to
published by
no
Infogrames,
longer
I'm
listen
pretty
to his
sure.
teachings of Khazar and of peace. I want more than anything to revert
Peel.
Pharaoh myself
Yeah, I don't think
for
they
what
made
he
really
has
any other
done.
games that I didn't know of or remember.
Whoa, simmer down there, Jan. I'm sure your father knows what he's doing.
Yeah, acting's pretty good. I mean, the voice acting's
We
pretty on
shall
point.
see soon enough.
Ominous. First, let's shoot some pots.
You shoot well. You shoot well.
That's the volume, okay. What's in the pots? Let's go look. Alright, that was the targeting test. Next, do the swim test.
Tell me about your test of swimming.
You have finished that test, Ulukai. There is no need to repeat it.
Fine.
What is this sneaking test?
Guess I fell in the water, it counts.
This is our most difficult test. Since my father orders that we follow the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we find that we are forced to try and sneak into places without the soldiers seeing us.
Nothing wrong with a little sneak and peek. Saves on ammo.
If you say, Ulukai, me, I want to fight.
Sneak
but
and
my father
peek.
forbids it.
Cut or
And so
slate,
now
everyone.
we train how to retrieve objects without being spotted. Follow me and I will tell you the rules.
I don't like mandatory sneak sections in games. Like, there's a lot of games that are, like, designed around sneaking, like your Deus Ex Thief, stuff like that. But then you have the games that are really not made for it, and they kind of shoehorn it in, and usually it's janky, and, like, you know, the AI might not be good, so it's just not that fun to sneak, but oh well. Very satisfying snow crunch. Still running. Alright. Oh, I gotta sneak around these crates. I bet. Sneak info.
How does this work?
Ulukai, you will now begin the most difficult of our tests. What we will do is have you stand in the area of the square. Once I say 1, 2, 3, you must begin to try and get the fruit I lay on the ground.
Sounds easy enough.
Fruit sneaking.
It will not be, Ulukai. If you leave the square before I count 3, I will start over. If I see you, I will tell you, and you will have to come to me to restart the test.
Let's go then.
Yeah, I don't like forced sneak sessions.
Enter
We'll see
your
how it happens
square
here.
and we will begin. Wait for my count, please.
Wow, that is really crawling.
1, 2, 3. I have seen you, Ulukai.
Come on.
Speak with me.
It's very condescending.
Want to try that again?
I guess you are still weak from your travels. Let us try it again. As soon as I...
Okay. Go back to the box. Ah, goodness. Yeah, I don't like mandatory sneak sections for sure.
One, 2, 3.
Does he ever move? I can't remember if he's just standing there spinning in the spot. There we go. Turn away. Camp wanting to visit here. Go away. I'm trying to sneak.
have seen you,
What?
Ulukai. Come,
I got your
speak
fruit.
with me.
Want to try that?
I guess
Ah, I had that fruit. I got robbed. Fruit robbed. I gotta sneak fruit again. Fruit sneak.
one,
Very
two.
pleasant, epic music anyway, so. There we go.
I have
What?
seen you,
How?
Ulukai. Come, speak with
Man,
me.
I'll take a fruit then. Fine. Mandatory sneak sections.
Want
Yep.
to try that again?
I guess you are still weak.
I have a gun.
An EVD? Where did you get
he just
this?
gave up. Sweet.
It was found where you arrived,
Gone.
Ulukai. I meant to give it to you after our tests were complete, but I think you need it now.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Bare minimum achieved. Let's get out of here. Some Tomb Raider vibes there on the animations and everything, so. He's apparently immune to, you know, extreme cold water. He's not wearing any, like, you know, super ultra spacesuit or anything. Oh, he's just got khakis and the t-shirt on, and he just jumped in the water. Alright, where are you, main dude? That's not him. Him? Yeah. Oh, ask him a few things,
What
get
is
more
a
information.
Daoka?
They are the travel rings that have been found
travel
throughout
rings,
Adelpha
teleportation
for
devices,
thousands
obviously.
and thousands of moons. No Talon knows who
Can't have an
created
open world
them.
game without that. There's no
Only
fast travel in
that
this
they
game, if I
allow
remember right, so
fast
you use the
travel
talent
to
rings.
regions where they lie. We turned ours off to make sure no soldiers followed us when we rescued you.
Okay.
What are these Mon you told me
More
about
backstory and
again?
everything. It's a pretty fleshed out world. It gets pretty big
It is
later
said
on. There's a
that
huge
you
city
will
you can go
come
to in the
to
middle of the map
Adelpha
and everything.
and reunite the 5 Mons. Then the season of Pharaon will come to an end, and all of Adelpha will be at peace
Find a
once
MacGuffin, do
again.
something, rescue everything. Got it.
And what are they?
No Talon knows. They were found by Caesar, and then hidden from the soldiers of Pharaon by all the Shamas after Caesar was reverted. Find the Shamas in any region you enter to begin finding them on, Ulukai.
Like a map thing? Yeah, son, remember.
What is a Yod?
The Yods are the forces that watch us from above, and give all Talon our essence. They are the ones who have brought you to us. We help.
I remember this game being pretty hyped back in the day.
Can you tell me about Shamazar?
It is the region that the Daoke in our camp leads to. This region is filled with temples, and many Talon there are forced to grow food for Pharaon's
So you basically
soldiers.
got a Liberator free, little Ubisoft feel there, but I don't need to know about the game Sob or Gamsob. I know about that works.
Tell me
but
more about the Dolotai Guardians.
Don't mind me, random guy walking around with a fire, fire log gets stuck. Yeah, at least there's collision detection, because that guy cannot pass through my doorway here now.
All Talon of the Essence Fae used to be Dolotai Guardians. Since the Fae Essence allows us to use our essence to attack, we became the hunters and protectors of the Talon.
So what went wrong?
I just want to deliver my fire log. What's the problem, dude? Could you move? Please. It's an old game. Modern games do this too, but I'm mostly impressed with the fact that it's actually keeping my character in the world and actually not just, you know, facing through it. He's there and he's blocking this poor guy trying to make his firewood delivery. He's not having a good day. It's like Data.
When Feyran arrived in Shamazar, he began to change the minds of some of the Fey Talon. He said that the Fey were stronger and should lead the other
The
Talon.
one problem with
Many of the
lore-heavy
Fey
games
did
or
not
games that are
listen
trying to make an
Feyran,
established
but a
world
few of the
feel
less
alive, it's just a
honorable ones
knowledge
did.
dump in the beginning and just random names all over the place.
Why
I kind of
didn't
feel
you
like
try
that's
and
a
stop him
Bioware
then?
curse now. It's like I was trying out Anthem a little bit recently, and it's just so much terminology
Many
dumped
of
in the
us
beginning.
began
It's
to
just, it
battle
all
with
blends
the
together.
followers of Feyran, but the way of the Talon must be one of peace, or the essence suffers. This is how it has been for countless thousands of moons. Khazar spoke against our use of force, and we followed his message, but
thing
Feyran
is
took
aliens are,
advantage of this, and
you know,
reverted
humanoid.
many
Again.
of Khazar's followers.
Legs, arms, head, eyes,
And
ears,
now?
nails, etc.
Now we are but a few left. Feyran has done his best to remove our voice from Adelpha, but we continue to fight
Bad
in
guy
our
bad,
own way.
good guy's good.
Many Talon want us to succeed, but most are afraid to say it.
Hey Sean, thanks a lot for joining up. Just trying to stream some old school games here and there. Focusing right now on kind of the Windows 98 era games and stuff, so. There, now the guy can see. Now the guy can walk right through me. Excuse me, I'm talking here. Now I'm stuck. I'm dipping my toe in the streaming thing, if you will, and I realize I have a lot of old school games I want to play or replay, PC above all, so it gives me a good excuse to stream that stuff. Oh, that's right, I actually talked to him about leaving. There we go.
Excuse me, pal.
Excuse me, pal.
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished Jan's tests?
Sorry, firewood guy, did I... did I offend you? I think you're having a little trouble there. Boy, he is just, like, I think he's trying to make a statement now.
No, not yet.
Oh, and more trials? What?
I believe you will.
Alright. Is there one more trial then? Where did that guy go? Yeah, so the music is really good. I mean, they used a full orchestra. It was a big deal. I remember all the advertisement in the game itself, too, which is like Moscow Symphony Orchestra, full orchestra, do all the score, and then sound effects, all the stuff is fantastic. It feels very well made. The biggest thing being that he's still over by the flute there. Not using 3D acceleration. I mean, that made it stand out, right? But it made the engine look very specific or peculiar. There's actually a remake of this that came out recently. I haven't yet to play that, but it looks pretty cool. But it looks like kind of a reimagining of the same game. So it's the same plot, same characters. Cutter Slade is back at it again. That's maybe the lamest like action hero name I've heard from the 90s. Cutter Slade. It's like a Stallone thing. Alright, what?
Want to try that?
I guess you are still weak.
Do I still have to actually do the fruit then? I have to look at all the, I have to bring out the manual on this guy or something to see all the, key bindings. You have to, you know, do that back in the day.
3.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. So yeah, old school game, because it gives you the whole thing here. Let's see. It gave me something, so... Combat mode, crawl, space... Alright, well, we'll try the sneaking thing again then. Let's see. Turning. We'll get this. Must have come up on that little ridge there. Was enough for him to see me. Alright, what's his pattern? So he turns all the way there. Boy, he's just twisting all over the place. Ha!
You did it! I could not see you!
I stole your fruit. Now I am the superior guy. Oh, goodness.
So, did I pass?
Yes, Ulukai. I had no doubts that you could pass
It just took me
our
like 4
tests.
tries to get your
It was
fruit,
my
but,
honor
you know.
to help you get out of your kink. I hope now that we will be able to learn more useful battle strategies from you.
I haven't exactly
Your
shown to
father
be a
wouldn't be
useful
too happy about
battle
that.
strategist, at least when it comes to fruit stealing.
My father does not want to see what is happening around him. He talks of the old moons of the Guardians and the honor their name once held. Never does he see that few are being left alive which believe the way he does.
Don't worry, Jan.
He's almost
I've never
T-posing.
failed
I
in
just
a
love the
mission yet.
default, like, a rigid, like, what he's doing there. He's snapping. He's just kind of...
May the odds be silent
Yep.
during your travels, Ulukai. My father will be glad to hear that you are ready to begin.
Thanks.
The game does open up when you get out into the open world, because then you can run around and
This
do whatever
and
you...
many
Well, not
sacred
whatever you want.
objects
It's not
are
GTA
all
here.
around Adelpha now,
But it
Ulukai.
opens up, it gives
When
you
they
more
were
options,
found,
so...
many believe them objects of the Yods.
See, it's not gods if you say yods. Okay, now I need to run back. That's true, sneaking fruits is very important. I love how demeaning he was earlier, too. It's like, I could see you, you wanna try again? It's like, I have a gun, give me the fruit. Yeah, that is a very good snow crunch sound, so where's that dude? Not him, is it? No. I wish they had I mean, limitations, I guess, but they only have a little bit of color difference on the shawls. There we go. Alright, now then.
Excuse me, pal.
Excuse
So
me,
how
pal.
can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished yet?
Sure did. He says I passed with flying colors. Now I should get going.
As you wish, Ulukai. But before you leave, I will remind you of our deal.
Find the 5
You
MacGuffins,
find
which
the
will
5
send you to
moons,
random areas
we
and
will
random
attempt to
worlds,
find
obviously,
that
so...
what you seek.
That'll have to do for now. But just know, the second I find that probe, I'm completing the mission first. Understood?
It shall be as you say, Ulukai. Now the path to your first Mon lies in Shamazar, the region beyond the Daoka in our camp. Once you arrive there, you
Lot
will
of
need to
nouns.
find Shamaz Zeb. He may be in the village to the far west of the Daoka where you appear.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
In other regions as well, you will need to find a Shamaz. They are the only ones who can
Local
help you
leader,
find
basically.
the Mons.
So yeah, the general premise is that we have this group of people, then basically, or aliens, whatever the heck they are, that has taken over. They're the bad guys,
So
which
the
we
only
can shoot,
people I should
obviously, and we'll
find
try to
are
liberate
them?
the indigenous natives or whatever. So
Others will try to help Ulukai. A good talent to find is also a recreator. I think they have discovered secrets.
So
about
every
your
time you go to a new
sacred
area, there's a
objects.
few like key people you want to
The
talk to
recreators?
find out information about the region and what to do there. So
Yes, they and all others will help you. I only hope you will find the help of the leaders as well.
The leaders of what?
Many of the regions produce
There's a lot
resources
of
for the
dialogue in the
soldiers of
beginning here.
Iran and Croats. I have been in contact with many of them, but all are unwilling to stop their work for Feyran.
And who's
They
Feyran?
like working for him?
No, Ulakai. They simply
Yeah, they
fear
send
his
you
anger,
the
or they're
team that
too
goes
dumb
ahead of
to
you.
Understand why we want
It's
to
like
do
on
this.
on the art here, you probably can't see it that well, but you got like Cutter Slade in the middle there, being cool, of course, and then you have a female scientist, because of course there has to be a female counterpart, because you know it's a '90s action game, and then I believe 2 scientists as well, or the 2 guys. Those are the only people you know of, if you will.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that if I have the time.
This was 1999, I believe, so it was really right in the middle of all the 3D acceleration craze, so the fact that they went with this instead, and I mean, they made them stand out. Between the, like, you know, the production quality is pretty good. Between the voxel-based engine, the production quality, and then the Moscow Symphony Orchestra, I remember it was a big hoopla about this game, and it was an all-PC gamer and all that kind of stuff.
You can win them over. You have the mark of the Ulakai
Of course, you know,
on you.
got
And
the big
all
box
will
right
know
there.
Your words carry
Obviously,
great
I like big
weight.
boxes, so that's the original
So
one I
that's
bought
what it
when I was
is.
young.
I
It's fun
thought
too. I
maybe
tried to
one of your
install this
guys
game and it
mistook me
actually
for a New York
crashed, and
subway cop.
found out there was a patch released. There's great resources these days to find like patches online and everything, and found a patch that you run instead of installing from the CD-ROM. There was apparently an error or problem that if you had DirectX 7 or higher, and this has DirectX 9, it would just error out. I remember trying to install this game like a few months ago, and it just errored out, and I figured, oh, I'll just revisit it sometime. And it's like a boot wrapper. You run an executable that then asks for the CD that then launches to get around that bug, if you will. And it worked, so then I installed it just fine here a little earlier today.
Be warned, Ulakai. Many soldiers have been seen now that you are known to be alive. You will want to stay away from the Temple Fey in the center of Shamazar. There are many soldiers there. Stay to the south end of Shamazar.
I probably said something important.
Thanks for the advice.
There are areas in the game which is a little harder, so they don't want you to go there right away. Because you could theoretically
All
run around
Guardians
just
will
about
be
everywhere you
watching
want
you.
in the open world. But if you
will
run
find
into
our help when you are
an
fulfilling
area
the
where they're
prophecy of the
tougher, you're going to
Ulakai,
make it. So
and you will know our anger if you do not. All Talon will know your...
You just remember that I need to find the others and that probe, and we'll get along famously.
Then I will activate the Daoka for you. May the Yods be silent,
I mean,
Ulakai.
there's an alien culture and it's all mystical and everything. Yods, really? Just it's so alien. All right, activate the portal thingamajigger. Come on, let's go, let's go. There are places to be. Wow, that's a very impressive freestanding jump. Look at that. He is just launching, and he doesn't have a super suit or anything. He is, holy cow. I forgot the, oh, you have to push the button. There we go. Well, later. Alright. By the Yods. Yeah, so you have these different regions. Different themes, obviously. This is the Grasslands one. This is all the promotional art. And look at that, I already forgot, Bell whatever teleporter, of course, is broken, so you can't just teleport back. A lot of items to pick up. I remember there's a lot of just collectathon with this stuff, so... Yep. Oh, hello. Whee! Must assert my dominance by jumping.
Hello there.
Ah, you are better.
They don't really... They might have explained in the beginning why they speak English, I guess, but...
Sure am.
Probably have a universal
Then
translator.
you will want to find Shemaz and begin searching the regions for the Mons. Please know that all the soldiers of every region are on the hunt for you.
Don't leave
I
basically
would
because you'll die.
suggest that you stay here in Shamazar until you feel you are ready to travel into the other regions. But know that you can enter any of them whenever you feel the need.
You can stop zooming anytime now. I don't think the model holds up for this zoom in. Again, here we really see the voxel. You know, since you don't have any 3D acceleration here, you don't have any smoothing of the pixels or voxels, so you get a very jagged. I mean, it's that's true. That probably is a bobblefish or whatever.
Thanks for the tip.
It is my honor.
But
to
unique
help
art
you,
style, so it stands out a little bit between all the.
But
There
another
was a
word
lot
of
of games around this time. I think Unreal and all those used the color lighting, which looked cool and everything, but this really stood out because of this.
You would be
It didn't
wise
pan out
to
though, because I
enter
mean,
only those
3D acceleration just took off after this.
Lead to someplace less dangerous.
I'll keep that in mind.
Then I will not keep you any longer, Ulukai. Shema Zeb waits.
Ah, why not? They really
You
are.
can take me
holding
there,
their
huh?
hand in the beginning here. So I'm sure the stream looks okay. I think so.
Yes, if you would like.
Sure, I'd love the company.
I will show you what I can along the way. Please follow me, Ulukai.
Alright, let's go. Ooh, metal. Fine, we'll pick it up later. A little Benny Hill music to this running here, but I remember being, yeah, very epic, and at the time it was amazing looking, really. And, you know, as a reminder, again, this is software rendering all of it. There's no 3D acceleration, so you need a powerful PC to run this well. I think I played on a 300 megahertz, and I could not run it in max settings. This machine is running on, I was like a 900 something, so yeah, I was no problem keeping up with this. It's a very, very unique game, and I thought it was cool. I played it all the way through, and people that know me, low-level energy source detected. A lot of people that know me, I don't finish that many games, but this one I played all the way through. Just got kind of sucked into the world and everything. I think the game's running at 400 by something, and I think it's mostly because this sort of environment in software rendering is incredibly taxing, so I think you might be able to set that custom higher. Maybe I can try that to crank up the visuals here a little more. But by default, the configurator won't let you go over the 400 by something. Because it just
Sounds
it
like
was
good
just too
advice.
taxing to run this in software rendering on the machines at the time, because this would be like, you know, your up to 500-600 megahertz. That would have been the high end, I think, around that time.
Is one of 4 temples in this region. The other 3 are to the northeast of the Temple Fae, but they are all smaller. We must go now.
Has a lot of little objectives to accomplish before you can liberate or free a region or whatever. A lot of running. You can ride the animals later on to move around faster, so that does help quite a bit. That jump is just insane. I mean, the amount of airtime he gets there.
We are here.
Cutter Slade should have been
The
playing in
village
the
is
NBA, I
just to
think.
the west of here. I hope Shema Zeb.
Ditto, pal. Thanks for the tour.
My honor, Ulukai.
Personal space.
I did want to give you a small piece of
Little
advice
close there.
before I go.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Shoot.
There are convoys of supplies leaving almost all regions of Adelpha. They go to supply Feyran soldiers. If you can, you may want to stop them when you see them. I know it could make the soldiers weaker over time.
I think you can kind of weaken an entire region to
I'll
soften
try.
up, basically, before
Thanks.
we go attack the main camp. If you were to run right into the
May the
enemy
yards
camp,
be
they are very
silent,
strong. So I think
Ulukai.
you do, like, peripheral missions, stuff like that, to clear them out. There's a village, so we'll go find and talk to everyone.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Low-level energy source detected. I think you can craft ammo and stuff. It's a little choppy here now. Still loading it in. Still has a spinning disc in it, so I gotta wait for that. Again, I thought it was, I mean, at the time, especially since 3D acceleration was so young at the time, too, I guess a few years old, you know, they didn't have that fidelity yet, so they were able to add quite a lot of detail in here. In software, actually.
Yo, Shorty.
Well, that's not very nice.
How's it going?
At long last, the Ulukai has arrived. My father would be proud to know that I am meeting you.
I just
He
called you
would.
Shorty.
Yes, Ulukai. He was a recreator like I am. My name is Clath. I am eager to be helping you.
Clath? I don't even know what that character is.
Can you explain what a recreator
I
is
think
exactly?
They just, like, they take all the materials and they make other stuff. If I
We are
remember
but a
right.
few Eloi Talan who can recreate simple objects after we have examined them with our essence. We have been working for Pharaon for thousands of moons, though, creating weapons for his soldiers.
It's true, he is taller than he is.
Against your wishes, I
He's
hope.
not very nice, this guy.
That is true, Ulukai. And to show this, I would like to offer to help you on behalf of all recreators. You need only show us any of your sacred objects which fuel your weapons, and we will attempt to make them for you.
Yeah, I make
How do
plows
you know
and like
about
wheels,
those?
but you know, show me a clip and I can make you some ammo.
All Talan have them, Ulukai. We have studied them and found that we would be able to recreate some of these objects with material from Adelpha. If you want any more history about us recreators, see Hoon in Okriana.
Can you make me any weapons?
Sorry, Ulukai. The weapons we know how to make are made to be fueled by a Fey Talon's essence, like the soldiers. From what I hear,
Of course, there's a
you
reason
do
why you
not
can't
have
make the
this
local
essence.
weapons.
These
I think
weapons
you do
cannot be
find and
used
pick
by
up
you.
weapons from this
I
area
wish
as
I could
well.
do this
Or I
for
mean,
you,
all the
but
weapons you
must
find
know.
later on are from here. So
What other help can you give me?
that's not enough. I need more help.
You know that many regions here supply different items for Pharaon.
I'm finding that out, yes.
Well, besides helping you with making weapon fuel, we recreators have an
There's
idea.
a lot of dialogue, isn't there?
What's that?
You can affect the soldiers that block your paths
Yeah, and also
to the
fully
bombs
voiced, so I mean, that's
by
pretty
finding
impressive
a way
considering the
to
size of
get
this
each
game,
leader
too,
of the
so.
regions to agree to stop producing their supplies to the soldiers.
Yeah? Thanks.
Mar in the village here, for example. All Talan are afraid of him
There's a
because
lot
one
talking,
bad
yeah.
word from him and any Talan will disappear forever. But Mar is stupid and does not understand the harm he causes.
What can I do?
If he were to agree with stopping risk production, all Talan would do so gladly. But you will have to convince all here and Mar that you are indeed the Ulukai
I
that
got
we
the
all
t-shirt,
hope to
right?
become.
So, you know, that should be all the proof they need.
What do you need to make
You need only bring a sample of the weapon fuel you need made, and I and the other recreators will know what you need made. At that time, we can tell you what material from Adelpha we will need to create your fuel.
That's why you need to collect everything.
Can you make these?
Massive block!
I have seen those before, yes. Bring me these objects for one container of these fuels.
1 green helidium and 1 metal.
Will this be enough?
I can make what you ask with these, yes.
I actually have to come back and get the order. I mean, production quality in this game was really, really good. So I remember having some weird bugs. This is version 3.0. I did patch it to the latest available that we have today. But I mean, they did a really good job making a solid game and everything. So as I said, this kind of sucks you in. It's got that, like, I don't know how to describe it quite, but like, you know, Mass Effect, for example, feels like a lived-in world. It's a very well-developed environment, so you don't feel like, you know, you're not peeking behind the curtain all the time or whatever. And you kind of get sucked into this world too, because it is big, and you can't see it now. But in the middle of this world here, well, maybe it's another area that has the actual city, but it's really big. And then the voice acting is good all through the game. There's so much interaction here too. But I think I'm looking for the guy who runs this place. I have to jump though. Whee! On top of the world. Press tab key. Anyways, look at that. That's cool. I forgot about that. Scanning the map. That was really cool, actually. How do I get down here without breaking a leg in the process? There we go. Ooh, there's a nice big chest there. Can I have this? Probably a reward later, I'm guessing. Oh well. It's, you know, JRPG where you just run to people's houses and take everything and run away. I'm kind of doing that. Aha. Alright, so... hello there. Shaman said.
Come here a second,
Like a shaman,
would you?
I guess.
Hi there.
Oh, the Yods have returned you from your sleep. I am pleased.
Ah, yes, the Yods. They're back at it again.
Thanks.
I have waited for this moon since I was a small Talan to finally meet the Ulukai.
Great. The Mon?
Oh yes, yes, the Mon. I am afraid
Feeling like
I
me
have
now. I
a
kinda wanna get out and,
confession
like,
to make.
Free one of these things or something.
This is going to be bad, isn't it?
Yes, Ulukai. I do not know where the Mon is. Please forgive me. But the Shamas before me would reverted before telling the secret of the Mon.
That's
Uh-oh.
okay. It's what I expected with the kind of day I'm having.
Take it in stride.
Wait! A Dalan named Narn has searched for the Mon for the past few moons. His friend was killed by Croax. Since he believes the stories about the Mon being a powerful weapon of the Yods, he is trying to claim it for himself.
Of course he is.
Has he made any
Douche.
progress?
Again, I fail you in not knowing Ulukai. I have not seen him since last moon, but I need to find him and calm the fire that burns in his essence before he reverts Croax.
Sounds like Croax is in need of a little reverting.
We're cheekily talking about murder. Yeah.
No, Ulukai. The essence suffers when Talan reverts Talan.
Oh. Oh, there's a lot to talk about here. Just want to see where I should go.
What can you tell me about the Temple Fae?
The Temple Fae used to be the same as the other three Essence Temples to the north of it. But when Feiran began to rule, he said that it needed
Yeah, I forgot
to
there was so much
reflect
dialogue in
his
this game,
power.
goodness. I must remember, like, the action sequences.
So
Maybe that's
he
why
rebuilt it?
I got pulled into the game so much more when I was playing it, but... boy, there's
Yes,
a lot of
it is
dialogue.
now larger than
Impressive
the other
amount,
temples.
really, considering the
Croax
when the game was
has
made.
2 Daoka inside the temple. They lead to soldier camps in the regions of Okasankar and Motazar. I would not enter those until you know it is safe, Ulukai. Soldiers are always on the other side.
Thanks for the advice.
Croax is
A
usually
lot of
seen at
the guys
Temple
were just
Fey,
like, stay
giving
away, you'll get killed
instructions to
immediately,
his
everywhere you
soldiers.
go.
If the man is hidden there, it will not be easy to get. Talk to Zarinas. He is usually here in the village.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be done talking to this guy now. Keyed. Really? Really? I don't know if I can... Lock door, key. Lock door, key. Oh, wait. Maybe the using of the item is what will actually stop me not having the key. Let's see. Miniaturization backpack. Well, that's convenient. That's a big key. Look at that. They really shouldn't leave the key laying right there. Alright. Rob them blind, I guess, because they left the key literally right there. Well, this feels a little dirty, I guess, but yo, why do they have all this ammo laying around here? I guess they feel it's like sacred items, but I took all my sacred items back. I don't remember where to go now. I got a lot of ammo at least.
Medical supplies located.
Medical supplies located. I got plenty of that.
Unstable organic energy detected.
Let's take a look at this guy here.
Can I ask you something? Hello.
Hello.
Greetings, Zulukai. I am glad to see you.
Well, thanks.
I am Zelinas.
Oh,
What
there we
can
go.
I help you
There's
with?
that guy. See about the temple.
What can you tell me about the
I have
Temple
a feeling I can't
Fey?
attack that head on yet, though.
I think I know where the Mon is hidden there.
You do? Where?
As a young Talon, I was trying to free some of the
Goodness, yeah, I
Ventilopes
really
that lie
remember the dialogue being
imprisoned
this deep
behind the
in this
barrier
game.
to the north of the Temple Fey. As I was
Everyone had a
releasing
book
one,
to talk
it
about.
grabbed me in its claws and flew me for a short distance.
Ouch.
No, it was wonderful. I was scared, but I knew the Ventilope meant me no harm. As I flew over the Temple Fey, I saw a black box inside the large flame at the top. Since the Temple Fey always has many soldiers around it, I have never been back there since to see what it...
How did you get out of its claws?
So, the temple, then.
It, well, dropped me. But I hold it no ill will. It was only doing what comes naturally.
Okay, fine. Mr. Double... No, never mind. Hey, it's not polite to point, alright? See, they actually duck down when you pull a gun on them like that. They have to do react, so... That probably didn't do my reputation any favors, I guess. Alright. Let's see if we can go and actually do something, anything. Try and make my way to the middle here. I think there's a outposts or whatever that the soldiers have, so... This is like kind of rice fields, I guess, so... Yeah, the thing in the middle there looks interesting. Let's go there. This is running, and this is walking, so... There's no faster run than this. So some, let's see... Huh. Alright. I think that might be a soldier over there. Yeah, it's got like contextual sound, doesn't it? It's like it kicks up exactly when you...
High level energy source detected.
Blood, blood, blood. Ugh. Is a fish biting me? I'm gonna swim again. There we go. These are just workers, huh? They soldiers? Yep. One in the water, haha. Oh. Okay. I guess I found some combat. Took a found the water.
Foreign materials detected.
Did they just despawn? I managed to beat the game.
Stable organic energy detected.
Huh.
Metal detected.
Assuming that's the temple in the middle there.
Stable
Probably don't want to go there
organic
yet.
energy detected.
Collect all the rocks.
Detected.
Like metal. Well, they don't believe in bridges in this place, do they?
Detected.
There's a temple, but I think I wanted some of these storerooms or something on the outskirts there. But there really are no... Really? No bridges, nothing?
Stable organic energy detected.
Yeah, the place looks pretty packed there.
Detected.
Douche fish there. Get out of the way.
Foreign material detected.
Not if I swim away from them, it won't get real. Oh no! Spiders! Tough spiders. Jeez.
Stable organic energy detected.
Well,
Foreign material detected. Foreign vegetation detected.
yeah, it's like compared to, you know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really good music in the game of the 90s, but then you have an entire orchestra.
Low-level energy source detected.
It becomes something else as far as like epicness goes. I don't know what they did for the remake that came out. Oh, there's douche fish. Get away. There we go. What they did for the remake as far as like audio and everything. I really should check it out because I don't know if you can capture. It was kind of like a point-in-time game, you know. It was kind of the. Wow! Oh, that didn't help.
Metal detected. Metal detected.
Wow. There we go. There's a lot to take one of those guys out. I need some better guns, I think. Ow. Been ill-advised. We'll find out here shortly. Oh, I got artillery too, huh? Blowing their own guys up, so that works. Oh, this is a very bad idea. Well, at least they're clearing out the riffraff for me. Well, this clip is tiny. Well, he would have run around. I think he killed himself. Oh my goodness. Wow. Apparently I'm not supposed to go here. I'm not sure if I saved or not. I don't know if there's autosave in this game. It's a nice... Because if it didn't... Yeah, that would stink. Nope, no loads. Terrific. Wow. Yeah, it was an old school game. I guess I should have saved at some point. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not gonna put you guys through this again.
Ulukai? Ulukai! Zonanikar! Zonguarta!
There we go. I just want to get to a place where I can save.
That was cold.
Alright, where's the game save again? So I can save, and then I'll get back to that some other time. So I have to open the backpack. Yeah, game save. Gotta hold it out and make the thing build so that standard roll, of course. Well, the eternal lesson when it comes to video games: make sure you save. Yeah, we're gonna exit out of that game. I don't want to go through that thing again. Huh. Wow. Yeah, whoops-a-daisy. Let's see, what else do I have on here? I can't remember. Played some Nox on here. That was a good one. Go back into DOS. That should work as well. Yeah, that's all fun. Why not? We'll go into DOS instead. Two CD game, one game for installation, and one for game or for playing. Yeah, no, I don't want to go through that again. What else do I have on this thing here? I can't remember. That's right, I was playing some Dig. That's right, I did have Command and Conquer. That's right, I think I installed Mega Race on it, but I couldn't get it to work. Ignition. Crusade No Remorse and Crusade No Regret, both fantastic games. Huh. Yeah, let's see, I think I need a CD for this, don't I? Which I happen to have. What's the sequel? Let's Crusade No Regret. I think I played that before. If I would have planned and saved, I wouldn't be sitting in this dead space here now. You know what? We're gonna play the original Command and Conquer just for a little bit. Because I want to. I want to play something that's... yeah. That is very brutal. That was before autosaves and everything. It's like there's so many checkpoints and autosaves in games these days. We kind of forget. So we'll go with something like this instead. That doesn't get any more classic than this guy. Yeah, let me... There you go. You can just kind of peek over there with his goggles. This game blew me away when it came out. I thought it was just so cool. Like the production quality and explosions. How just amazing it looked. Which CD did I put in? I don't think I put in the, a little nod.
Brotherhood of Nod selected.
So, you're the new addition to the Brotherhood. Well,
This was the beginning
I'm
of
Seth.
Westwood's
Just Seth.
full motion video
God,
craze
King,
and all that
to
stuff. All
Seth.
their games had this.
I am his right hand, and I have a task for you.
It was like a big reward every time we beat a mission to
This is
see some
Nakumba,
more FMV
And he is
stuff.
causing the Brotherhood much grief. His views do not coincide with ours, and that makes him dangerous. Silence him.
I think they're the good guys.
Ready and wait. Ready and wait.
Reinforcements have arrived.
The iconic music by Frank Klepacki. They're making a HD remaster of this game actually right now. They're working on it, the whole team. So a lot of the original Westwood developers, of course, after EA, ate them up and spit them out. Went to or founded a game studio called Petroglyph Games, and they made a few games. Try to kind of recapture that original RTS feeling of these games here, but then the original developers then basically were invited by EA to remaster Command & Conquer and Red Alert, and so far it's looking pretty good. I mean, it's staying very true to the point where you can switch between a new and old mode on the fly, but then the composer Frank Klepacki is back as well, remastering all his tracks and everything, so it looks like a big just love letter to the original Command & Conquer.
Yes, sir.
It's what I like, obviously, so. The music is fantastic in this game.
Yes, sir. No. Yes, sir.
Boy, there's a lot of guys here.
Yes, sir.
It's funny because I did this exact same thing the other day on the stream when I was playing the racing game Ignition. Not having a good time, getting stuck in the challenge there, and then ended up just playing Duke Nukem 3 just to just a palate cleanser for a little bit at the end. This was kind of like my comfort food of played Command & Conquer a lot. Played it in no modem cable against each other after school, basically, and mostly played GPI. Good guys, I guess.
Yes, sir.
My goodness, these guys are everywhere.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
A map would be nice. I don't have that yet.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
The guys in the back are just gave up trying to chase this dude.
Affirmative.
There we go. Alright, let's just find this one guy. Well, going from quite a palate cleanser, going from this epic, operatic, huge world to there's my 6-pixel tall guys just shooting each other. If you pause for the next audio track spinning up on a CD, use the Redbook audio, so you got the CD audio. I think you can play this one in a regular CD player, and it'll play the music. So, oh, where is this guy? I kind of miss these slow-moving RTS games. Everything's so fast now with RTS, and like you play StarCraft 2, and it's like fast, 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 which is cool. But these old school games where you turtle up and move slow and everything. Curious to see how Age of Empires 4 is. But I also don't think there's a market for this kind of very slow-paced RTS anymore. It is very slow-paced, yeah. remember this, alright, yeah, let's set this up a little bit. There we go. That's gonna take all day.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Moving out.
Find the one guy, I'm assuming he's up here.
Moving out.
I never played the Nod campaign very far for a long time.
Yes, sir.
But they're evil, so they're gonna blow up a village because they're evil. Did I mention they're very, very evil?
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
There's no nuances here. GDI is trying to be the good guys, and these guys are the bad guys.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Justify the overwhelming military firepower, I guess you throw at them as GDI, so... There he is.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Mission accomplished. Yay, we killed a guy. Just all this stuff here, like the animations, the sounds, everything, I remember was just so amazing looking. The production quality just blew me away when this came out. It just looks so cool. Look at that, I played this before too. It just looks so cool. And like Dune 2 before it and everything, you get to pick where you're making your next move and everything, so... Actually, will change what kind of mission you play. Often you have little forks and everything, so you can pick which one you want to go to. I think they're the same here, but still. Expendability, 75%. Of course, you get all FMB again here.
Back so soon? Let's see how you do with something important. For too many years, GDI forces
I'm sorry, I
have
can't
maintained a
read that map.
stranglehold
It's so
on Egypt.
pixelated.
It's fallen
DOS
upon us
resolution.
to liberate these citizens crying out for a better way of life. Kane wants to establish a
They did
base here to
remastered, oh not
eliminate the
remaster,
sovereign
but they released it
presence of
Windows
GDI.
95, or sorry,
It's too risky
Command and
to
Conquer
move our heavy
Gold for Windows
forces
95
So we
used a
want
little
you to
higher
sneak in with a
resolution
few
than
expendable
DOS can
troops
handle,
and set
so...
up a forward attack post. By the way, there's more than enough Tiberium for you to harvest. That should easily pay your expenses.
Tiberium being the MacGuffin in this world, you
If
harvest that
protect it,
and you get
you fail.
magical cash.
If you fail, you die.
I just love the FMVs back from this so much. It's like, oh cool, there's the unit I saw in the game and everything, so... They released a game later on called Command and Conquer Renegade. It lets you run around as a commando and see everything, so I should play that at some point too. I actually never did play it.
Moving out.
New construction options. Building.
Moving out.
Oh.
Acknowledged.
Alright, I should probably, before I get too deep into that one, I will save. Oops, call it 2. Then we'll watch the intro sequence of this game, and then we will,
Battle
then
control
we'll call it there, I think.
terminated.
Because this is too good.
The Grain Trade Center in Vienna was the 17th urban bombing in 4 weeks, blamed on Nod terrorists.
The Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following Nod terrorist
Again, I was just
actions
blown
in
away by
Slovenia.
this. It's like, it was so cool.
At least your mother tipped well.
I'm seeing this demo in some like video game stores and just had it on repeat or whatever. It looked so cool.
New Tiberium harvesting methods instituted by the Brotherhood of Nod increase profitability by 49%.
Not Tiberium.
Again, Tiberium being
now
the
account
MacGuffin
for
in
almost
this
half of
this
the world's
universe.
known supply,
It's a
giving
pretty
the
long
Quasi
plot in this
terrorist
game.
group incredible leverage in the
If you
London
count all the
Gold
Command and Conquer
Exchange.
games,
On the domestic
I'm not
side,
sure when to count the last one though. And I actually played it before, but it's got horrible reviews. So, motor oil, yeah.
Cover of Tiberium ignored reporters at Hong Kong's Second World Tiberium Economic
The
Impact
foremost
Center.
researcher on
Police
Tiberium. Of
suspected
course, you're gonna
charges from the scientific
find
community
him
that
later
Tiberium
in the
might
game.
be dangerous.
it was a near future setting, I guess, in this game that made it so cool too. It just kind of grounded it.
As the GDI forces take off in another Nod assault, the free world holds its breath.
Problem with these CD-based games is that I replaced the CD-ROM drive in this computer just to get a quieter one, because apparently the ones that come with Dells from this era were just very loud. This thing is still just spinning like crazy. Originally, you might have had a 2 or 4 spin CD, and this is probably like, you know, a 40 something like that or higher. So it's just makes a lot of noise. Have to figure out something for that. There we go. Very cool. So I'm gonna exit there and go back into good old DOS. We'll leave it there, but thanks for stopping by, Sean and Brian and someone else. Unless that's just my previous stream that counts for one. Who knows? Appreciate you guys hanging out a little bit. I'll try and stream some more too. I'm thinking about getting on a schedule or something, but as Brian knows, I'm working really hard to get this kind of more of a simpler streaming setup so I can just hop on, and I think I got that now. I can plug in just about any of my retro computers I have and just stream on the fly with little extra configuration. So that's pretty nice. Should make it easier. So anyway, have a good night. Thanks for watching.